I thought at first it'd be kind of, you know, so-so, but oh, he's real.
I really didn't think that he would know all of that.
He pulled out so many names and family that I knew and could relate to. I got quite a lot.
I'm Gregory Sanderson. I'm glad to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How old are you? 13?
Yes.
You say 13. I feel good about where you're going. I feel like you've come a long way from 6 years of stress, and I feel like it's come since the separation of your mom and dad. It's been very hard and difficult, but I feel like, you know, right now you're coming out of it. But I know that you're searching for new friends, and I want to say to you there's one coming named Amy, and she's going to be just a good friend for you. It could also be Amber, but it's an A-sounding name. You know, I'm not perfect, but it sounds to me like Amy or Amber. And also, who is Diane to you, or Deanne, or Diane? Who's that to you?
Dina?
Dina, yeah.
She was on my old soccer team.
Okay. And I feel like there was friendship there. But I'd say you're looking for friends and true friends and happiness. And I feel like this is your year for true friends. Ahead, and I want to say I don't want to push it on too quickly because you're only 13, but also for relationships ahead for you. When you're a little older, you'll come to the name of Tim. So, and I do say older, so remember I say that. So ahead, when you're like about 40, then you can say, hi, is your name Tim? You've had 6 years of trying to deal with things. Now's the time for you to deal with you. I feel like everybody's settled around the house, and now you're free to become what you want to be. So this is the year for you to become. You understand? Yes. And also around more people. I feel like push yourself into the middle of conversations in a crowd, because I feel like, you know, you're a bit apprehensive, but you're very beautiful, you're very smart, and you have a lot to give to people. So let them see that side of you. You're also good with jokes. Do you throw all your junk to the corner of a room?
Sometimes.
Yeah. So I feel like there's a grandma in heaven around you, and she showed me that you have a bunch of junk in a corner. Like one corner, you throw everything to one corner, like to that corner. Is your bed here? If you're sitting in your bed, is that corner over there? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Your grandma said earlier to me that you're anxious to work and you'd like to work, but you're only 13 years old. And so even though you're only 13, do things like, and I know you don't like to, but mow the yard and odd little things for jobs for money until you become of age. I feel like you'll get a job earlier than 16. I feel like, you know, around the time you turn 15, you get a job. So that's another positive, you know, that in just a few years you're going to be working. But I feel like everything starts to work out for mom and dad now, and finances are better, and things will change now, and the things that you're asking for ahead will come to you. They keep throwing a baton. What have you ever been in the band?
No.
Do you play any instruments?
No.
But I see two batons ahead of you. But I don't think you're throwing them, but you're in something like a drill team. I don't know what they call them.
I'm on a demo team, and we have 2 sticks.
That's it. That's it. What's a demo team? What is that?
It's a group of kids from my karate school.
Oh, okay. So it's karate. Okay, so, but I also see you in parades with that.
Yes.
Have you done a parade yet?
Yeah, we've done 2.
Okay, good. That's it. What are you throwing? Combat sticks?
They're sticks. Yes.
Mom and her cheerleader, she's a ninja. So, but a minute ago, before the cameras rolled, I'd ask you, why aren't you swimming this year? And why aren't you swimming this year?
Because the windstorm that we had, a 173-year-old tree fell on top of our pool.
Okay, so now you can't swim because the pool's gone. Well, there's plenty of days to swim ahead. Okay, you have any questions about things, or is there something you want to know that I haven't covered?
I want to know how my grandma's doing.
She says she's fine, she's in heaven, but she says to tell you she's more concerned about you than you should be about her. So, you know, Grandma's with you. We're not able to see or touch them anymore because they passed into heaven, and, you know, physically we can't hug them and see them, but Grandma's around you 24 hours a day. You got 2 little mirrors that sit in your room. Where's the 2 mirrors?
One is is in the opposite corner of my bed, and I don't know where the other one is. On my desk, right.
Is that where you keep your gum?
Yes.
That's what she said. She said that's where you keep your gum. So Grandma knows where everything is. Grandma's with you when you're at home. And, you know, in your loneliest times. She says you hate to do homeworks. And you got a doll in the room with hair or missing hair?
No, unless I gave a baby doll that had no hair to my sister.
You gave a baby doll to your sister that had no hair?
I think so.
Yeah, that's it. It's a baby doll with no hair. The hair's gone. She took the hair off the head. My mom and dad separated when I was like 6 years old, and it was hard for me too. And when I was about 8 years old, my grandma died, and that's where the gifts kicked in. She says you see her at the refrigerator. Where do you see her at? Or think of her? She says it's when you open the freezer. Did she used to give you popsicles or something?
When I was little, when I went over to her house, we had her old refrigerator, and she gave me popsicles out of that.
Okay. So she gives you that as a memory of her. But also, you know, go to the refrigerator. Remember, when you take a popsicle out, say hi to Grandma. She's with you when you get a popsicle in the freezer. She also said you changed the cover on your bed. Did you change a different comforter or cover on your bed?
Yes.
Yeah. So, you know, Grandma's with you. And she said, don't be afraid to sleep with... She says you can still sleep with the light on. You must be sleeping with the light. So don't be afraid, but you can still sleep with the light on. It's okay. Did you also ask your mom if you could change your hairstyle or color?
Yes.
And what did Mom say?
At first she was kind of iffy, but she let me cut it a little bit shorter.
Good. So, you know, Grandma's letting you know that she's with you. Grandma's fine. You know, Grandma's in heaven. We're the ones that's having issues. So, you know, I think, though, it's comforting to know she's around, isn't it?
Yeah.
She also says you've seen her in dreams. So she comes to you in dream state, sweetheart. So you're making contact with Grandma, and Grandma's guiding your life. So, and she says to you that you'll do fine. Where did you see the hot air balloon?
When we were coming home from karate yesterday.
You have any questions?
I wanted... My aunts and my uncle, are fighting over my grandma's stuff. And I want to know how that's going to go.
Have they been fighting over it for 4 months? Or do you know? How long's she been gone?
Since April.
I feel like they'll quabble over it for 4 months. So that's only been since when? April? August. Toward August. But I also want to say to you that's kind of the norm when people have a loss of a relative or a loved one. Everybody squabbles. And I'll say they'll get through it okay. Is that to your mom? It's your mom's mom that passed?
Yes.
Because, you know, I don't feel like your mom's involved in all that squabbling.
No.
So, you know, Mom's at a good place with her. Mom stays out of it. Grandma says let them squabble. Does that make sense? And I wouldn't be worried about it. It'll work out. Let's close with a word of prayer. How's that?